It's our one and only Dean Jenkinson, and congratulations, Daddy. Well, you're kind of like
I'm an old daddy now. Yeah. I mean, the jokes are old. The kid's 2 years old, so a lot of the jokes are 2 years old too. But
yeah,
I'm trying to write jokes about the 2-year-old, but she's funnier than I am.
Aw. Yeah. But family life is great, though?
It's very nice. It's exhausting, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Or, as you know, if you have them.
Yes, some of them do. Okay, so now let's get on to career-wise, though. How does it change now, the dynamics of family, of marriage, and then...
Well, I used to be not famous, and now I'm not famous with a kid. So it's changed quite a bit. I work when I can, and I enjoy what I do, and then I come home and I have to wake up earlier. That's the big difference, right?
I know, that sucks, doesn't it?
Before, you'd come home after a gig and you could sleep until noon and then go to another gig that evening, but I have to come home from a gig and wake up at 7 and watch Elmo. And that's the big difference right there.
You'll know every character on Treehouse, you know, on YTV.
I don't know. I know Sesame Street, and I'm just starting to learn Toopy and Beano. One of them's Toopy, and one of them's Beano, and there's a lot of crazy imagination.
All right, so what's, I guess, new for you, besides the kids and the family?
Well, here at the Comedy Fest, I'm working behind the scenes most of the time. I get to be creative producer on the TV shows that we tape at the Pantages, the gala shows. So I get to have some say in who we bring in and what the themes of the shows are, and then I get to talk a lot with the talent about what they're going to do and make suggestions that they can ignore or accept, and sort of steer the show in directions that I hope will make for a better show.
That's interesting. So you're kind of on the flip side of it. So do comedians, or how well do comedians take direction and constructive criticism?
Well, some better than others, obviously, but I figured out the best thing to do is just hire the people who don't need your advice because they're way funnier than you are, and then your job is easy, right? If you hire a bunch of people and you need to tell them how to be funny, well, I probably didn't do my job right in the first place. I could have hired like anybody and tried to teach them how to be funny. That was a bad idea. I should have hired a funny person and said, go be funny. Ah, you're funny. I look like a genius for hiring you, right? That's the best way to do it.
I took a flight this year that was different than any other flight I've been on. I've flown east out of Winnipeg. I've flown west out of Winnipeg. I had never flown north out of Winnipeg. Have you ever done that on a little plane? It's a different experience. Here's one difference. 9/11 had no effect on security. On flights that go north, no one is worried about a 12-seat plane being crashed into the Legion Hall. It's not on Al-Qaeda's list. First Manhattan, then Flin Flon. No.
Comedians come to the festival to gain experience, to see experienced comedians, or no? Everybody has their own material, and it's very...
No, I mean, I think you're right. I mean, it's the 11th year, and I've been part of the festival in some way every year for 11 years, and, I remember 11 years ago when I was 11 years younger and dumber and less experienced in the business, you watch these people who you just admire so much and you just aspire to be like, and you just wish I had half that much talent, right? And so it is a very inspiring but also humbling experience to be among people who are so good at what they do. And some people eventually get there, and some people decide to work behind the scenes.
There you go, brand new dad, Dean Jenkinson, behind the scenes, much happier. And he's also at the Winnipeg Comedy Festival, backstage here for Shaw TV.